Greetings, YouTube. Danny Staten here on the Daily Dan blog. You know I love saying that. I'm back with another comic book review. Today, the Daily Dan is diving deep and diving dark. And I don't know if Dave Sunstorm wants to see this video. You might not call this stuff the good stuff, Dave. I'm checking out House of Night. Unfortunately, it's a Dark Horse comic book, so I guess we might know what to expect. It flashes way back to 2011. This wasn't the original comic book I was going to take a look at today. I was going to take a look at this. Incredible Dark Fantasies. A cool vampire book from back in 1994. But after I flipped through it, I found out that it was totally X-rated. It's great, it's wonderful, but it's nothing I can show on YouTube. I guess I'll have to mail this one out to Dr. Wu. He'll enjoy this comic book, I think. But with Dark Fantasies being something I couldn't show, I picked out something almost as raunchy. I picked out House of Night. I like this comic book a little bit because it's got kind of a twist. It kind of blowed me away when I saw it. So stay tuned and we'll get started. I just noticed, Chance, that this is a direct edition. I know Chance Bartel over at the Nostalgic Pod Blast, B-L-A-S-T with a B, loves the direct sale issues. Now, I guess this one was direct sales because they probably didn't put it on a shelf nowhere. So let's open it up and see what happens. Inside the shiny, glossy, hard-to-see cover, we get the story of the House of Night, a finishing school for young vampires. Oh boy, I can hardly wait to find out what happens to young teenage vampires back in the day. Oh my God, this is like Twilight Zone Origins. That's right, it's a finishing school where all the young girls come to learn how to suck. That's right, in full, glossy, shiny-ass panels brought to you by the Daily Dan blog. You get a C marked on your head if you're going to be a vampire fledgling up here in the University of Sucks. That's right, you can be a vampire. You, young Becky Lynch, can learn to suck like Charlotte Flair and Ariel. What? Anyway, that seems to be the whole gist of it. Teenage vampires learning to be vampires. Oh boy, the excitement of this comic book. So in full panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan blog, we pray. We pray hard for something to happen. That's right, as this Elvira-looking cunt goes on walking through the stables at night. And I have to admit, as far as this goes, I bought this comic book because I really liked the cover on the art. It had some kind of Elvira vibes. And if you're an Elvira mistress of the Dark fan, you're really going to get the Elvira vibes from this incredible art in this comic book, which may be the only good thing I have to say about this comic book, as vampire fledglings pledge their love at the old castle in the mountains where you learn to suck. Yeah, that's right. And it's sad that she gets the job of being the stable hand because she may be the best-looking young vampire at the house. Somewhere in our deep, dark past, a young lady brushes and tends to the horse. As young Daryl shows up and says, I have a brother named Larry and a brother named Daryl. And the Chinese angels of vampires show up. They are the pledges. They are the ones who will become the vampires of the future. And you can tell by the little marks on their head they have been claimed. And I really like the way this guy's dressed, like he's from a parallel world other than these people with their little symbol on their chest. Was that a thing back in the day? Because now the big twist is coming up. When you look at these vampires learning their vampire ways from their vampire masters, you would never expect, that's right, you would never expect, from the way this goof is dressed, from the Chinese lanterns hanging about lighting the place, which in my original reading I thought were like street lights, but they're not. They're Chinese lanterns. And the vampires release them, and you see them fly away into the night, freaking out the townspeople nearby as the Chinese lanterns fly into the night. Are you ready for the twist? Are you ready for the twist, Corey? Sit down and buckle up, buddy. This is the twist. The Chinese lanterns fly over the mountains. The Chinese lanterns freak out the town people because we find out, big twist, big twist, big twist. This is taking place in 1270. That's right, the guy with the tie-looking suit. All that stuff takes place in 1270. And now, the Chinese lanterns flying over the city tell the vampire servant Vikings who are in the town, oh my God, this story's making me want to pull my head out, that now is the time of sacrifice. Now, a mating must be chose from the town to become vampire dinner. So in full panels that are loose and sliding all around, God darn it, I hate it when comic books have damage, and this one does. We are choosing the sacrifice to our vampire gods in Viking times. But the chick they choose, she's not having it. And she fights back and says she won't be vampire bait for the bloodsuckers. That's right, she swears vengeance. She swears that she will end them as the bloodsuckers prepare for the festival of the wolf. Oh, look, somebody got some little vampire kitty cats. Oh, crap. You know, most you'd think vampires would have hunting wolves or dogs. Nah, this sucky vampire, he got him some trained kitties. He got him some big trained bobcat-looking suckers that chased the girl down. But she managed to avoid them. And in a fierce battle, the kitties go down. Well, one kitty went down and the other one trampled Frudar and came after the chick. Maria's like, oh, I'm not being a vampire wuss. You will stop. Boop. And she uses her power to stop him dead. What the hell just happened? Hey, you finally get a commercial for Zombie Dice. May I say that Zombie Dice or Cthulhu Dice may be the coolest commercial in this comic book. Hell, so far it's been the only goddamn commercial in this comic book. And you could have played Xbox. I have no idea what this game is. I have no idea what this even means. I am so lost when it comes to Xbox. Xbox. I was a Nintendo guy. So Hagar the Horrible explains to his loving daughter that it's not his idea, that the sacrifice is that of the undead and must take place or else their tribe of the moon will cease to exist. They are the servants of the underworld. Well, oh my God, this comic book could be a total piece of Twilight crap. But I love the cover. Don't it just have vibes of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark? I love that in a cover. And let me do a few shout outs real quick, like my good friend Dave Sunstorm and his incredible brother Steven Sunstorm, the Good Stuff guys, here on YouTube. My main man, Thrash, Pondo Pons, my partner in crime. I hope you caught our tribute to Robert Redford Sunday. It was awesome. We had some special guests with me, Thrash, and Sarah, so be sure to check that out. Hey, be sure to check out Pat McCormick at the Golden Rage of TV right here on YouTube. We love Pat. Be sure to check out my friend E. McGill. He had this really cool book called Paradox. He's the unapologetic geek, and I hear that I've become a full-time regular member on the panel, so I guess you can see me there every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on the Unapologetic Geek, the highlight of my miserable little life now. Hey, there, be sure to check out my friend Corey's Comedy Channel. Hey, the only YouTube channel with business cards, as well as my incredibly cool friend, Bigfoot, Michigan Rob. I love my friends who write books. I wished I could get some of my stuff published in book form. Alrighty now, let me do the other shout-outs real quick for Big Guys 45's BK on the air. The nostalgic Pod Blast Chance, if he ever sends me a cart or a shirt or something cool to put up here, you'll see his little representation on my table of good stuff and friends. And a special shout out to AAP Homestead. We miss you. AAP for life, brothers. And a very special shout out to my friend Eric Wood at Hair Metal Revolution. Hey, lately saw some Alice Cooper and Judas Priest concerts. Made me think about you, bro. I've joined the Hair Metal Revolution. And if you go over to the shorts on the Daddy Dan blog right here on this channel you're watching, you can see the incredible concert experience of Alice Cooper and Judas Priest. All week, 10,000 shorts will be coming out. And now back to Full Panels, brought to you by the Daddy Dan blog as we look through this 1,200-year-old piece of crap. Now, it takes place in the year, what, 1270. Wow, I can't believe they went back to did that time switch thing on me, because I thought when I was looking at this comic book, I was looking at something that happened in the modern times. I didn't know that Friar Tuck, Robin Hood, and the Vikings were going to show up to do battle with the evil hissing vampire bloodsuckers that they worship. Look, they got big stone statues of them bitches up in their compound. Bow! Bow to your master, goddess of the moon, sucker of blood, and a sucker of a few other things too. Yeah, and you will be marked by the tribe, and you will become one with the clan. And you, my dear, are not to be fed upon and ate. Your mark is that of legend. You will become one. You will become one of us. One of us. One of us. One of us. So the vampire comic book winds up with a happy ending, as our little princess finds out she's not to be dinner. That's right, you're not going to be dinner. They're not going to drink you, they're going to make you. That's right, you will become one. And stay tuned in the next exciting issue to find out what happens to the Vampirella wannabe. Oh, God, in this comic book. Oh, gee. Well, I have discovered the comic book version of Ancient Twilight. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And then you could have read the vampire voice. That's right, because that's what you need. Glossy, shiny, hard to read, big, page-long article. You can pause it and read it if you want to, Marone, about vampire life with this little teeny tiny piece of crap here. And then you could have found your manifest destiny. Manifest Destiny. Manifest Destiny. Project Cryptid. All these much better comic books. Full-blown horsepower. There you go. That's what you need. More stuff to read in the back of a Dark Horse comic book that doesn't matter. At least they didn't waste the back cover. Or did they? Okay, it's a video game. Man, I guess that was cool for some people. And that's my look, flashing back to 2011 with House of Night. That's right, the twilight of vampire ancient times. Oh, jeez. Did you enjoy it? Let me know in the comments below. Did you think it sucked as bad as I did? Let me know in the comments below. Now, for some bonus material. You have no idea what I could have showed you here. This would have been the most censored comic book review I ever did. Now you kind of see why I chose a different comic book. While this comic book had a lot of really cool art in it, I didn't choose it because it's mostly in black and white, and it's mostly pornographic. It's on levels I can't even comprehend. Honestly, this may be about the tamest thing in the comic book, but I wish I could hang that on my wall, I kind of like this poster right here. That's kind of cool, right? Well, that's my look at House of Night, 2011. From Dark Horse Comic Books. Be sure to let me know in the comments below what you think. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And I'll be back next week with another comic book to torture you with. Till next time, block over, dudes.